much. Well, it is official. Congestion pricing is in effect in Manhattan. After years of preparing, the plan rolled out Sunday. And while things seem to go smoothly over the weekend, this morning's commute is the real test. To help you navigate the new toll, our team is live across the area with the very latest on this rollout. Some love, some hate. Elijah Westbrook covers transportation for us. Begins our team coverage live on the Upper East Side at the start of the congestion zone. Elijah, how are things looking this morning?
Hey there. Hey there. Good morning to you, Chris. So it's interesting, and I heard this from Doug Williams earlier in the show. It doesn't seem like it's as much traffic as you would expect on a Monday morning like today. So perhaps maybe congestion pricing is doing what it's supposed to do. More people are hopping on public transit to get to where they need to go. But nonetheless, almost everyone is impacted in some form or fashion. And we know the big overarching thing is that $9 toll you have to pay to enter the central business district. It'll cost you $13.50 if you opt into the toll by mail option via EasyPass, so just keep that in mind. Now, here's how the system works. It's set up to charge most drivers that $9 toll peak hours from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then this from 9 to 9 on weekends, $2.25 overnight. Drivers taking the Holland or Lincoln tunnels will get a $3 rebate at peak hours only. Taxi riders will pay a new 75-cent surcharge, but it's double if you take an Uber or Lyft. And trucks, yeah, they're paying the most. The largest will have to dish out about $21.60. Now, this highly controversial tolling program has been receiving mixed reviews since its launch yesterday. We had the chance to chat with some drivers, and let's take a listen to what some of them have to say. How much are you paying? Are you paying the flat $9 fee, or because you have a larger vehicle, you're paying a little bit more?
No, same $9. And I want to come try early before 5. For $2 is better.
So have you technically gone through the tolling gantry?
Yeah, they just got off the bridge.
Overall thoughts, do you agree with congestion pricing?
I guess they know what they're doing.
Your overall thoughts on congestion pricing, do you think it's a good idea?
Not really, not for us New Yorkers. We actually don't catch a break.
All right, so we know that the money generated from congestion pricing is expected to help fund the city's public transit system and help pay for things such as new subway cars, buses, and large-scale projects such as the 2nd Avenue subway. But back out here live, yeah, Chris, I mean, so far so good. We haven't heard of any major issues with the tolling system itself, other than, you know, people just kind of torn between whether they think congestion pricing is beneficial for the city or not. But of course, this is the story that keeps on giving, and we'll be keeping eyes peeled to see how folks are navigating the day. In the meantime, we're live right now from Manhattan's Upper East Side. Elijah Westbrook, let's send it back to you.
Keeps on giving all year long. Okay, thank you so much, Elijah. Well, it is a rough morning for New Jersey drivers getting hit by 2 toll increases. Christina Fan joins us live outside the Holland Tunnel in Jersey City with reaction from drivers there. Christina?
Good morning, Chris. Congestion pricing is of course supposed to help with congestion, and here in front of the Holland Tunnel, we're all too familiar with just how paralyzing traffic can be. But this morning, you can see cars are moving relatively smoothly, many wondering if this means the tolling is working, especially considering the fact that New Jersey drivers were hit with a double whammy this morning. In addition to the congestion pricing tolling, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey also increase the price of using its bridges and tunnels by 3% over the weekend. That means a peak hour trip into the city will now cost New Jersey drivers $22.06. That is a whopping $6.68 more than before. New Jersey officials tried until the very last minute to fight this off, citing environmental concerns, but to no avail. On Friday, a federal judge denied the Garden State's request for a temporary restraining order. Attorneys have vowed to appeal, but the tolling, as we all know, has already begun. We did catch up with some irritated New Jersey drivers this morning about to head into the Holland Tunnel.
It's going to steer people away from going to New York. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense.
Is public transportation an option for you?
I think it's unsafe. It's very unsafe. So I wouldn't even consider that.
Extremely unfair for all city residents, for all of us getting around New York City, especially if you own a business. Very tough. All the prices are going to go up for everything. It's going to make things a lot harder.
It goes without saying congestion pricing is highly unpopular in New Jersey, where many suburban drivers feel they are being punished over MTA mismanagement. The one reprieve drivers do get is if you use the Holland or Lincoln tunnels, you will receive a $3 toll credit, but those using the George Washington Bridge will receive no such discount. For now, reporting live from Jersey City, Christina Fan, CBS News, New York.
Okay, Christina, thank you. And one big question this morning, will more Long Island commuters be parking their cars and taking the train into the city? Hannah Kliger is live at the LIRR station in Mineola. And Hannah, what are you seeing this morning?
Hi, Chris. Yeah, well, we're right on the Mineola platform, and there's been a steady stream of commuters coming and going on their way to Manhattan. What is interesting, though, is that we haven't seen too many drivers who are choosing to take the train instead of driving in. Instead of that, people here are wondering whether their subway cars will be even more crowded than usual moving forward because of these changes.
What's annoying is that we pay $300 and plus a month. Pretty sure people pay extra, but again, trains get crowded. Like right now, it's crowded to the brim, and I want a guaranteed seat, but it's really annoying.
For commuters who choose to opt to take public transit now that congestion pricing has begun, this weekend was the start of a new initiative where monthly Long Island Railroad and Metro North tickets will be honored at all stations regardless of what's printed on the ticket. And Saturday was the start of the MTA's winter weekend discount program, which will run until the end of March, which means monthly ticket holders can bring up to 2 guests on board with them for $1 each. MTA says over time, customers can expect to see improvements in their commute because of congestion pricing. About $1.5 billion of the revenue will be spent on capital improvements to Long Island Railroad. That will include upgraded signals, repairs for platforms and stations, replacing outdated train cars, and improving accessibility. And we've been keeping our eyes out for those excessively crowded train cars. So far, I mean, they look crowded like they would for a morning rush, but not excessively so. But again, it's just the first day, the first work day that we're really seeing this in effect. For now, we're live in Mineola on Long Island. Hannah Kliger, CBS News, New York.
Okay, Hannah, tomorrow might be a bigger test because as we've seen historically over the past about year or so, Mondays and Fridays tend to be a little bit lighter on the congestion front. And keep it here. Our coverage of congestion pricing continues this morning. Coming up, we'll speak with the Staten Island Borough President on the impacts commuters will feel as traffic concerns for Staten Island, of course, are a topic of conversation.